Good morning, everyone.
Hello. Mr. Mehta is holding a bachelor's degree in mechanical engineering from Bangalore University and also has a postgraduate degree in MBA marketing from CCS HAU Hisar. He has over 20 years of experience in the oil and gas industry and commodities. Prior to joining IGX, he worked with Multi Commodity Exchange of India Limited, MCX, for more than 14 years, where he was heading the energy and agri division. He was also responsible for the promotion of energy and agri contracts, setting up of corporate hedging desks for price risk management, contract designing and promotion, launching of new commodities, promotion of different trading strategies, execution of MOUs, so on and so forth. Major commodities handled by him included natural gas, crude oil, cotton, mentha oil, CPO, etc. He has also worked with Mahanagar Gas Limited for about 6 years and was responsible for the execution of gas supply agreements, industrial and commercial marketing. We have also Mr. Vikas Guliani, the VP Regulatory Affairs and Business Development. He holds a bachelor's degree in mechanical engineering from Bhilai Institute of Technology and a PGDBM in marketing from Nirma Institute of Management, Ahmedabad. He has over 15 years of experience in the gas industry. Prior to joining IGX, he worked with Vedanta, where he was responsible for sale of natural gas from all the upstream gas producing agents of the company and was involved in preparing, negotiating, and executing gas sales contracts. He's also worked with CRISIL, Risk and Infrastructure Solutions, and engaged with several oil and gas companies for carrying out consulting assignments. We welcome both of you, and we begin this session with welcome remarks from the President of FGI, Mr. Manohar Chawla. Over to Mr. Chawla.
Good morning, everyone. I hope I'm audible.
Yes, loud and clear, please.
Yeah. Thank you. Our esteemed guest speakers, Mr. Deepak Mehta, Head Business Development, Indian Gas Exchange Limited, Mr. Vikas Guliani, Vice President, Business Development and Regulatory Affairs, IGX, esteemed participants, members of Federation of Gujarat Industries, ladies and gentlemen. On behalf of the Federation of Gujarat Industries, I'm happy to extend a warm welcome to our guest speakers, Mr. Deepak Mehta and Mr. Vikas Guliani, who will be conducting today's webinar on gas sourcing through Indian Gas Exchange. I also welcome all the participants present in today's webinar. Indian Gas Exchange is India's first gas trading exchange established to enable the trade and supply of natural gas through a market-based mechanism instead of multiple formula-driven prices. IGX was authorized by the Petroleum and Natural Gas Regulatory Board to set up and operate India's first ever gas exchange in the country. And Honorable Minister of Petroleum and Natural Gas, Shri Dharmendra Pradhan, inaugurated IGX in June 2020. IGX is India's first and only automated national level online trading platform where natural gas is traded and transported, delivered through a market-based pricing mechanism. IGX helps in establishing a transparent pricing mechanism for trade and supply of natural gas. The gas exchange is expected to work on the lines of power exchanges, which determines the price based on supply and demand and market forces. IGX has been launched by its parent company, Indian Energy Exchange Limited, which is India's first and largest energy exchange in India, providing a nationwide automated trading platform for physical delivery of electricity. We have done several seminars with IEX in the past, and IGX being their latest offering, we wanted to offer our members to learn about its working and the know-how that they can source natural gas in an effective and cost and transparent manner through IGX platform. We are fortunate to have with us our guest speaker, Mr. Deepak Mehta and Mr. Vikas Guliani, who have kindly agreed to share their enriched knowledge and expertise and provide valuable guidance on the topic. A little bit about FGI. FGI, founded in the year 1918 in the erstwhile Baroda state, under the progressive rule of Sriman Sajirao Gaikwad III, is an apex industries association and a recognized chamber of commerce in Gujarat, having an illustrious track record of more than 102 years in the service of trade and industry. FGI has grown from strength to strength and has blossomed into a mature industries association, providing guidance and hand-holding the industries of our state and ably representing the pain areas faced by the industries to all relevant authorities in the state and central government. FGI has also actively and timely provided representations, suggestions, and feedback to the state and to the central government on issues related to taxation, policies, foreign trade, etc. FGI's success over the years is the result of commendable support of its past presidents, my colleagues in the managing committee, the esteemed FGI members, consultants, and our efficient FGI secretariat. I would like to reaffirm FGI's commitment to steer the growth of its members' industries, and we shall continue working closely with the government for due implementation of policies and initiatives. And with these few words, I request Mr. Mehta and Mr. Guliani to take this webinar forward. I thank you all for your attention. Thank you.
Thank you, Chawlaji. Am I audible, Daveji?
Yes, loud and clear. Also requesting the participants, they would be muted for the session to avoid any chaos in the presentation. However, you can raise your questions through the chat box, and also you will be unmuted at the end of the session, wherein you can ask questions in person. So meanwhile, you all will be muted. Kindly bear with that. And if you have any questions, you can put your questions through the chat box. Mr. Mehta or Mr. Guliani, you may like to answer during the presentation or at the end of the presentation, however you may feel suitable. So over to you, Mr. Mehta.
Thank you, Mr. Dave. Good morning, everyone, and welcome to this webinar on gas sourcing through IGX. I, on behalf of IGX, thank Chawlaji and IGF team for giving this opportunity to explain about IGX. So as Chawlaji said, we went live in the month of June 2020, and finally we received the authorization from our regulator, that is PNGRB, on 2nd of December 2020. In between, we stopped our trading because we had filed for the approval to PNGRB, and we recommenced our trading on 10th of December 2020. So our market rules and bylaws are now approved by PNGRB, and we are very proud to say that we are India's first authorized gas trading platform. Just like IEX, we hope that we can replicate the success story in gas sector also. Till date, just for the information or the benefits of everyone, we have traded at roughly around 25 lakh standard cubic meters on the exchange, and yesterday the price discovered on the exchange was 500 rupees per MMBTU. If you translate this price to SCM, then for the second fortnight of March, that is delivery is happening in second fortnight of March, the price comes to roughly around 19 rupees per SCM. So you can compare this price with your existing price under your gas supply agreement, and you can calculate your savings. You just have to add your transportation charges to it, and plus the tax element. Vikas would be covering the Excel sheet in detail in our presentation, and each industry they themselves can calculate the savings they will have if they start sourcing gas from IGX. And currently, there's a different type of flexibility which the exchange provides to its participants. Here, the participants can decide to trade in a daily contract up to a month contract. So when you are signing a gas supply agreement, that flexibility is not present. Here, if you come on IGX, you can source gas either for 1 day, a weekday, or 7 days in a week, or 15 days, or a month. We do have plans to launch long duration contracts also very shortly, where you can book gas on the platform maybe for a quarter or so. So that is work in progress. And the important thing is that when you trade on IGX, you don't have to enter into any sort of gas supply agreements. We have, as I said, we have standard terms and conditions, market rules are approved, we have bylaws. So you just have to sign the client registration form. There are already 5 to 6 trader members registered on the exchange. You have to approach them. The structure is very much like the equity market, where there's a broker and you have to become their client. So you just have to pay the client fees. The client fees is 1 lakh rupees for a year, and you can keep your account ready and the documents ready, so that when the opportunity comes, the right opportunity comes on the exchange, I mean, you are ready to source gas through the platform. And currently we have roughly around 15 members on the exchange, and these 15 members include big names like GAIL, Petronet LNG, Adani, Torrent, AMNS, BPCL, H Energy, and we have close to 500 clients who are already registered with the IGX. And whenever the right opportunity comes, they start trading or start sourcing gas through the IGX platform. And we have designed our contract in such a way that even a small participant having a requirement of, say, 2500 SCM can also participate. So our contract size is 100 MMBTU. You can bid a price in multiples of 100 MMBTU. And going forward, if the customer is connected to the main grid, and if they have requirement even less than 100 MMBTU, we also have plans to reduce the contract size also in our standard contracts. And the main USP of IGX is that we offer a delivered transaction. Whenever you are having a gas supply agreement, or you are sourcing gas from different spot markets, you have to enter into a GTA. So IGX offers a delivered transaction where entire legwork is done by the exchange. So just you have to bid a price, and you have to just inform the exchange that you would be bidding on a delivered basis, where you authorize the exchange to sign city or GTA on your behalf. So the entire activity is done by the exchange. You just have to bid on the portal. That's it. And secondly, where the customers already have their own GTA, they can come under X sub contract, where the city booking and everything has to be done by the buyers themselves. And currently we have 3 hubs on the exchange: Dahej, Hazira, and KG Basin. And shortly we would be introducing 2 to 3 more hubs, one in Maharashtra, 2 in Maharashtra in fact, and one in West Bengal. As everybody is aware that PNGRB has recently they have come out with the unified tariff regulations. So once these regulations are implemented, then the zone 2 customers, the transportation charges for them would remain the same, irrespective of the source from where they are buying gas. So even IGX is also moving from closed bid auction. Currently, we have a closed bid auction where the buyers and sellers cannot see what the price on the platform. And that means that if you want to trade, you have to just submit a price. But what the counterparty is offering, you are not able to see that price. But slowly we are moving to an open auction model, where the buyers would be able to see the prices on all the platforms, suppose on all the hubs. So then they can decide that, you know, that my landed cost would be X. Then if the price is visible on the all the hubs, you just have to add that X element to that price, and you can then trade on the IGX platform accordingly. So we have already applied to PNGRB to move from a closed bid auction to open bid auction. And once we get the approval, we would be making this facility available to all our participants in our existing contracts also, and in our future contracts also. And as I said, we would be moving to the open auction model, and we do have plans to introduce a few more hubs in the West Bengal side also. The important factor to note here is that we have some domestic sellers also on our platform. So there's always an opportunity when they have the excess quantity to sell on the platform. So that time the prices quoted by them is very attractive. So as I said, for the March delivery, what we have discovered on our platform yesterday, that is 500 rupees only. That might be very attractive price for all the buyers in the Gujarat or maybe Maharashtra. So we would be covering the exact modus operandi in our presentation, and I would request to Vikas to take over from here and explain in detail about the IGX model and our plans going forward. And again, I request, and again, I thank Chawla ji and FGI team for giving us this opportunity to explain the benefits of IGX to all. And going forward, we hope that IGX also makes a name what IEX has done in last 12 years. Thank you. Thank you very much.
Hello. Good morning, everyone. I hope I am audible. Just to check before I start the presentation.
Yes, loud and clear, please.
Thank you. First of all, thank you, Mr. Chawla. Thank you, Mr. Dave, for providing us, and the entire FGI team, in fact, for providing us with this opportunity to address the esteemed members of FGI. It is really heartening to see the way this entire webinar has been conducted in such a professional manner, with all the esteemed members participating in it. We hope, as Mr. Mehta said, we hope the kind of benefits, the kind of transformation that IEX has brought in the power sector over the last 10 years, we are able to replicate that in the gas sector as well. Through this presentation, which I'll just share my screen, we'll take you through the various aspects of gas exchange, which will enable or help you to understand how currently exchange is operating and how various consumers are purchasing gas from the exchange in a very, very seamless manner. So to start with, I'll just share the presentation. Sir, I hope my screen is visible. Yeah, okay. So we'll be covering a few areas. I've just listed them out regarding very briefly about IEX. Very briefly about IEX, of course, IGX operating model, our contracts, risk management, regulatory environment, and of course the benefits of trading at exchange, and not just benefits on an intangible basis, but various calculations also we have provided as part of this presentation, and of course certain new things that we are attempting at exchange, that also we will cover. So to start with, most of the members, I am assuming, would be aware about Indian Energy Exchange, and therefore we have covered that in a very brief way. IEX, as you all know, is Indian Energy Exchange, and IEX has been operating an electricity exchange for almost 12 years now. IEX has a market share of close to 95%. There are 2 exchanges in the country, and IEX has the largest market share. Almost 7,000 megawatt of electricity is traded every single day on the IEX platform, which is close to around 170, 180 million units gets traded. And there is a fairly very high level of participation that takes place at IEX, including various industries, open access industries from various states. Almost all DISCOMs, distribution companies, are participating at IEX. More than 500 plus generators, and a very significant liquidity is there at the Indian Energy Exchange. IEX is a listed company at both NSE and BSE, and the entire regulatory environment is governed by CERC through PMR, which is Power Market Regulations, which is very similar to what has happened in gas also. In gas, PNGRB regulates the gas exchanges, and the regulations are called Gas Exchange Regulation, which I'll cover in my subsequent slide as well. We are an ISO certified company. 2001 certification is basically related to security, confidentiality of data and IT infrastructure and everything. And the 3 pillars on which both IEX and IGX stand are transparency, competition, and liquidity. as we have no interest per se other than operating an exchange, there is an absolute transparent way where gas prices are discovered or electricity prices are discovered. These are various products under which the electricity is traded. I will not cover this too much into the details. We'll focus more on the gas products. However, one of the things which I would like to mention over here is that the most liquid product is basically day-ahead market, wherein gas is traded today for deliveries tomorrow. So unlike, the power is traded today for delivery tomorrow. So unlike gas, where even now a lot of requirement is either long-term tied up, and even the spot is purchased for 15 days to a 1 month period. In the day-ahead market, the electricity is traded today for deliveries tomorrow. The cycles are really short. And in fact, and most of the electricity gets traded in the day-ahead market, almost 90%. IEX has also now launched a real-time market in which within 1 hour of trading, the electricity is scheduled. So that is how short the delivery, the trade and the delivery has come. And we hope that over a period of time, natural gas will also see such movements. Which means that today, once you trade, we need to have at least 3 to 4 working days for deliveries. But over a period of time, there are already regulations on which PNGRB is working upon, where the cycle from trade to delivery is shortened to few hours as compared to few days right now. This is how IEX has grown a very strong volume growth over the past 12 years. And why we are showing this over here is that we believe a similar trend will follow in gas also, where volumes from bilateral market will over a period of time start shifting on the Indian gas exchange or the gas exchanges, given the benefits that accrue through an exchange. Some of the esteemed clients who are already part of IEX, and most of these companies are now registered with IGX also. And there is a lot of synergy. Many companies who are procuring power from IEX now see IGX as a natural extension for their fuel requirements. IEX has been consistently conferred with various awards related to power exchange, market development in power sector, and so on. Sir, coming now to the IGX or Indian Gas Exchange. IGX was launched on 15th of June. It was launched by our Honorable Minister Shri Dharmendra Pradhan Ji. And since then, we went live. Currently, IEX is the majority stakeholder in IGX. However, we have been joined by some of the very key strategic investors in the gas sector, including GAIL, Adani Total Gas, and Torrent Gas, who have invested 5% equity, taken up 5% equity at the gas exchange. And the reason why it is 5% is that the gas exchange regulations by PNGRB allow only 5% equity for any member who is also trading at exchange. So for them, the equity is restricted to 5%. We have almost 15 members and 500 clients registered at IGX. On 2nd of December, some interesting things have taken place. When we went live on 15th of June, there were no exchange regulations. However, shortly after that, PNGRB came up with a gas exchange regulation, or gas exchange regulation were notified on 28th of September 2020. Because IGX was already operating a platform, we immediately applied for authorization, and on 2nd of December, we were approved by PNGRB, and we became the first ever authorized gas exchange. सर एक इम्पॉर्टेंट क्वेश्चन जो इसमें ये आता है कि व्हाट डज ऑथराइजेशन मीन? If a regulator is authorizing gas exchange, what does it mean for the end buyers? So all the rules and bylaws जिसके अंदर exchange operate करता है, which means when you trade at the exchange, not only is that exchange के ऊपर PNGRB के एक oversight है, but all the contracts under which you trade, जो भी उसके ऑब्लिगेशंस या रिलेटेड एस्पेक्ट्स हैं, वो स्टैंडर्ड कॉन्ट्रैक्ट्स होते हैं. पीएनजीआरबी उनको अप्रूव करता है और उन्हीं कॉन्ट्रैक्ट्स के अंदर ट्रेडिंग हो सकती है. सो आप जिस कॉन्ट्रैक्ट में ट्रेड कर रहे हैं और बाकी के पार्टिसिपेंट्स जिस कॉन्ट्रैक्ट में ट्रेड कर रहे हैं, ये स्टैंडर्ड कॉन्ट्रैक्ट्स रहते हैं. कभी भी ऐसा नहीं होता जैसे बायलैटरल मार्केट में होता है कि हमारा कॉन्ट्रैक्ट जो है वो उसमें कुछ टर्म्स अलग हैं, साथ में किसी दूसरे ने कॉन्ट्रैक्ट किया, उनके कुछ टर्म्स अलग हैं, किसी के पेमेंट टर्म्स अलग हैं, किसी के टेक और पे के टर्म्स अलग हैं, किसी को कोई फ्लेक्सिबिलिटी दी हुई है, अपवर्ड फ्लेक्सिबिलिटी, डाउनवर्ड फ्लेक्सिबिलिटी, और ऐसे मल्टीपल चीजें होती हैं कॉन्ट्रैक्ट में. बट एक्सचेंज पे दीज कॉन्ट्रैक्ट्स आर नॉट ओनली स्टैंडर्डाइज्ड, बट दीज कॉन्ट्रैक्ट्स आर एक्चुअली रिव्यूड बाय द रेगुलेटर, अप्रूव्ड एंड अपलोडेड ऑन आवर वेबसाइट. एंड वंस यू ट्रेड, इन्हीं कॉन्ट्रैक्ट्स के अंदर ट्रेडिंग होती है. सो कभी भी ऐसा नहीं हो सकता कि आपने एक कॉन्ट्रैक्ट में ट्रेड किया और किसी दूसरे ने एक कॉन्ट्रैक्ट में ट्रेड किया और उनके टर्म्स अलग अलग हैं. सो स्टैंडर्डाइजेशन इज द बेसिक प्रिंसिपल ऑफ एनी एक्सचेंज, वेदर इट इज पावर और गैस, एंड दैट इज वेयर इट हेल्प्स ब्रिंग इन मोर ट्रांसपेरेंसी, बिकॉज देयर इज नथिंग टू हाइड कि मेरे कॉन्ट्रैक्ट में ये टर्म्स है, उनके कॉन्ट्रैक्ट में ये टर्म्स है. एवरीथिंग इज अवेलेबल ऑन आवर वेबसाइट. एवरीवन नोज कि हम इन टर्म्स के अंदर एक्सचेंज में पार्टिसिपेट कर रहे हैं. Contract specifications are more detailed level information related to आप कैसे बिड करेंगे, आपकी बिड कैसे एग्जीक्यूट होगी, जो मैं आगे और इसमें कवर करूंगा प्रेजेंटेशन में. One more thing which I would like to highlight over here is the bylaws. Now, bylaws is basically you can say a Bible for exchange, जिसके थ्रू PNGRB regulations जो हैं उनके वेरियस एस्पेक्ट्स इसमें रिफ्लेक्ट किए जाते हैं. फॉर एग्जांपल, हम कितना सेटलमेंट गारंटी फंड रखेंगे, हमारे मेंबर्स के साथ क्या रिलेशन होगा, हमारे ग्रीवियंस रिड्रेसल मैकेनिज्म क्या है, मेंबरशिप कैटेगरीज क्या है. सो द बेसिक फ्रेमवर्क जिसमें एक्सचेंज ऑपरेट करता है, एवरीथिंग इज कवर्ड अंडर हियर. नाउ at exchange we have several committees in place which are part of the gas exchange regulation, जो PNGRB के regulations है. हमको एक मार्केट सर्वेलेंस कमिटी बनानी होती है. जो भी ट्रेड्स होते हैं, सर्वेलेंस उसको मॉनिटर करता है कि ट्रेड में कुछ मैनिपुलेशन तो नहीं हो रहा है. सो a very strong mechanism has been laid by PNGRB which gets reflected in our bylaws, and a periodical reporting also takes place with the PNGRB. So right now, हम अभी जिस तरीके से ट्रेडिंग होती है, it is a physical hub model. It is not a virtual hub model. And I'll just take 1 minute to explain how is it, what do I mean by virtual hub model. A physical hub model means that the gas is being purchased from physical locations, designated physical locations. यानी कि दहेज, हजीरा, केजी बेसिन, these are our operating trading hubs, which means आप जब ट्रेडिंग के लिए आएंगे तो आप एक हब सेलेक्ट करेंगे कि मैं दहेज से गैस परचेज करना चाहता हूँ और या मैं हजीरा से या केजी बेसिन से गैस परचेज करना चाहता हूँ. तो इसका रीजन ये है कि आज हमारा जो टेरिफ मैकेनिज्म है वो जोन वाइज टेरिफ मैकेनिज्म है. यानी कि पहले 300 किलोमीटर का एक टेरिफ, दूसरे 300 किलोमीटर का 2 टेरिफ. कल जब ये चेंज भी हो जाएगा यूनिफाइड टेरिफ में भी, उसमें भी हमारे 2 जोन के टेरिफ रहेंगे, यानी फर्स्ट 300 किलोमीटर एंड देन एंटायर डिस्टेंस बियॉन्ड 300 किलोमीटर्स. लेकिन गैस कहाँ इंजेक्ट हो रही है, दैट विल डिसाइड कि आप जोन 1 में आ रहे हैं कि जोन 2 में आ रहे हैं. एंड देयरफॉर वी कैन नॉट हैव अ वर्चुअल हब. वर्चुअल हब का मतलब ये हो गया, एक तरीके से मान लीजिए कि एक ही सिंगल टेरिफ पूरी कंट्री में अगर अप्लाई हो जाए, theoretically, if there is only one tariff, which means everyone has to pay a tariff of say 30 rupees, 40 rupees or whatever, then as a buyer आपको कोई डिफरेंस नहीं पड़ता आप दहेज से गैस खरीदें, हजीरा से खरीदें, केजी बेसिन से खरीदें या इवन ईस्ट हब से खरीद लें। वाई? बिकॉज आप सिर्फ प्योर गैस ऑन गैस कंपटीशन में कमोडिटी का प्राइस देखेंगे, बिकॉज द कॉस्ट ऑफ ट्रांसपोर्टेशन रिमेन्स द सेम। और ऑल्टरनेटिवली मान लीजिए एंट्री एग्जिट टैरिफ हो जाता है, which is not unified tariff, then also a virtual hub can be created where there will be one nation, one price. As of now, with unified tariff getting implemented, most of the buyers who are at a distance from the source, for example, customers जो North India में, उनके लिए they will become indifferent whether they source gas from Dahej, Hazira और KG Basin, क्योंकि वो सारे हब से जोन 2 में फॉल करेंगे। Which means मान लीजिए जोन 2 का टैरिफ 60 रुपीज है, तो वो दहेज से ले, हजीरा से ले, केजी बेसिन से ले, अदर देन टैक्स उनको सिर्फ कमोडिटी प्राइस का कंपटीशन होगा, which is truly called a gas on gas competition. So right now Dahej, Hazira and KG Basin are operational, and we will very shortly launch Dabhol and East CBM, and over a period of time also Kakinada. So these will be the hubs from which gas can be purchased and sold. This is an important slide, sir. Right now, exchange also offers on the right hand side, जैसा आप देख रहे हैं, exchange also offers a delivered transaction provision. इसका मतलब ये है कि अगर आपने गैस हब पे ट्रेड किया है, मान लीजिए दहेज है, दहेज पे सेलर और बायर ने ट्रेड किया है और गैस की प्राइस डिस्कवरी हो गई है. Now buyer has two options. Buyer can transport the gas from the hub to his consumption point. आपके खुद के GTA के अंदर, अगर आपका ऑलरेडी एक GTA साइंड है ट्रांसपोर्टर के साथ, तो आप आपकी कैपेसिटी बुकिंग कर सकते हैं ट्रेड होने के बाद या पहले, आपकी वो चॉइस है वो. बट एक्सचेंज प्रोवाइड्स द टाइम फॉर यू टू बुक कैपेसिटी इवन आफ्टर ट्रेड. दूसरा ऑप्शन है डिलीवर्ड ट्रांजैक्शन, अंडर विच आप एक्सचेंज को ऑथराइज करेंगे. And exchange will basically book capacity with the transporter. Now we are a trading platform, तो हम मॉलिक्यूल का ओनरशिप तो नहीं ले सकते, तो हब पे ही मॉलिक्यूल का ओनरशिप चला जाएगा सेलर से बायर को. बट जो एंटायर कैपेसिटी बुकिंग, नॉमिनेशन शेड्यूलिंग, पेमेंट्स टू ट्रांसपोर्टर, ये पूरी जो एक्टिविटी है वो एक्सचेंज करेगा. Which means as a buyer, आपके लिए जो इंटरफेस है वो एक्सचेंज है. You do not have an interface with the seller. You do not have an interface with the transporter. The entire interface for you is exchange, and exchange in turn settles payments and everything with the sellers and the buyers and the transporter. So that is the X-Hub and delivered. One thing I would like to clarify that delivered transaction में the cost of transportation will not change because these are regulated cost. मान लीजिए आप HVJ के जोन 1 में आते हैं, तो आप X-Hub में ट्रांजैक्शन कर रहे हैं, डिलीवर्ड में ट्रांजैक्शन कर रहे हैं, आपका ट्रांसपोर्टेशन कॉस्ट 19.83 जो है वही रहेगा, उसमें कोई चेंज नहीं आएगा. चेंज सिर्फ आएगा हमारी ट्रांजैक्शन फीस में, वो मैं आगे कवर करूंगा. हमारी ट्रांजैक्शन फीस 4 रुपीज पर MMBTU, उसकी जगह वो 6 रुपीज पर MMBTU हो जाएगी. सो फॉर डूइंग डिलीवर्ड ट्रांजैक्शन, फॉर डूइंग द लेग वर्क, we charge 2 rupees per MMBTU more, that I'll cover in subsequent slide also. Sir, I see some queries also. What we can do is maybe after the presentation we can take query by query and respond to that. So right now I will move forward with the presentation, and we can address all the queries towards the end of the presentation.
Sure, as you wish.
Right. So these are the trading products. यानी अगर आप एक्सचेंज पे आ रहे हैं तो आप गैस कैसे खरीदेंगे? आप एक दिन के लिए गैस खरीद सकते हैं, एक हफ्ते के लिए खरीद सकते हैं, 5 दिन के लिए खरीद सकते हैं, for a fortnight and for a month also. And we are also planning to launch 3 and 6 months contract, for which we will be applying to PNGRB for launching these long duration contracts. Now, between 10 and 12 every day are trading hours. During this period आप exchange पे आके आपका bid submit करेंगे, जैसे आप IEX में भी होता है. And the trading window, S and E is trading window start and trading window ends. What it means is that जैसे अगर मंथली कॉन्ट्रैक्ट ले या डेली कॉन्ट्रैक्ट ले, तो डिलीवरी के 9 दिन पहले ट्रेडिंग विंडो ओपन होती है और डिलीवरी के 4 दिन पहले ट्रेडिंग विंडो क्लोज हो जाती है. यानी अगर आपको मान लीजिए 10 मार्च के लिए ट्रेड करना है, तो उसकी ट्रेडिंग विंडो 2 मार्च को ओपन हो जाएगी और D-4 यानी 6 मार्च तक ओपन रहेगी. और 6 मार्च तक आप इस कॉन्ट्रैक्ट में 2 मार्च से 6 मार्च तक आप इस कॉन्ट्रैक्ट में ट्रेड कर सकते हैं फॉर परचेज ऑफ गैस फॉर 1 डे. सिमिलरली फोर्टनाइटली एंड मंथली. सो अभी ऑन एनी गिवन डे आपके पास 2 मंथली कॉन्ट्रैक्ट्स अवेलेबल रहेंगे ट्रेड करने के लिए. यानी जैसे आज फरवरी चल रहा है, तो बिकॉज वी आर ऑलरेडी टुवर्ड्स द एंड ऑफ द फरवरी, मतलब अब अगर आप देखेंगे मार्च चालू होने में हमारे पास 3 वर्किंग डे से भी कम बचे हैं. थर्सडे, फ्राइडे और 1 तारीख को मंडे से मार्च शुरू हो जाएगा. So March monthly is not available to trade, but April is available to trade and May is available to trade monthly contracts. Fortnightly में March second fortnight available है, March first fortnight नहीं हो सकता क्योंकि उसकी डिलीवरी 4 दिन से कम टाइम बचा है ट्रेडिंग विंडो और डिलीवरी स्टार्ट होने में. बट मार्च सेकेंड फोर्टनाइट ट्रेडिंग अवेलेबल है, अप्रैल के दोनों फोर्टनाइट ट्रेडिंग अवेलेबल है और मई का फोर्टनाइट भी अवेलेबल है ट्रेडिंग के लिए. एंड वी हैव सीन लॉट ऑफ ट्रैक्शन इन फोर्टनाइटली एंड मंथली कॉन्ट्रैक्ट्स. सो ज्यादा करके जो ट्रेड्स हमारे यहाँ हो रहे हैं वो फोर्टनाइटली और मंथली कॉन्ट्रैक्ट में हो रहे हैं और कुछ वीकली और डेली में भी हो रहे हैं. So these are the contract specifications जो हम डिस्कस कर रहे थे. इसमें कुछ पॉइंट्स which I would like to highlight is what is the price discovered at exchange. Once the price is that price which a seller is willing to realize at the entry point of the pipeline. यानी उसमें मार्केटिंग मार्जिन, रीगैसिफिकेशन चार्जेस, ये सब कुछ इंक्लूड होना चाहिए. वो गैस प्राइस के ऊपर the only thing that the seller will get from the buyer is taxation. यानी जब आप एक्सचेंज पे बिड डाल रहे हैं तो आप सिर्फ नेचुरल गैस प्राइस का बिड डाल रहे हैं, उसके ऊपर आपको सिर्फ टैक्स पे करना होगा. उसमें और कोई एडिशनल चार्ज नहीं आएगा अपार्ट फ्रॉम द एक्सचेंज ट्रांजैक्शन फीस. बट टू द सेलर जो प्राइस एक्सचेंज पे डाल रहा है, दैट इज दैट प्राइस which is the price of commodity that he will realize. There is no additional element कि इसके ऊपर 10 रुपए मार्केटिंग मार्जिन है या 20 सेंट का मार्केटिंग मार्जिन है या कोई फैसिलिटी चार्ज, ऐसा कुछ नहीं है. इट इज प्योर नेचुरल गैस प्राइस एट द एंट्री पॉइंट ऑफ द पाइपलाइन. द मिनिमम क्वांटिटी दैट यू कैन ट्रेड एट द एक्सचेंज इज 100 MMBtu, यानी 2500 SCMD एंड इट्स मल्टीपल. तो 2500 SCMD, 5000, 7500, 10,000 SCMD, इस तरीके से आप एक्सचेंज से गैस खरीद सकते हैं. और यहाँ जो बिडिंग होती है वो बिडिंग रुपीज में होती है. सो आप जो भी बिड डालेंगे वो रुपीज पर MMBtu में डालेंगे, अनलाइक द डॉलर डिनोमिनेटेड कॉन्ट्रैक्ट विच आर देन सब्सिक्वेंटली कन्वर्टेड थ्रू RBI रेफरेंस रेट या पब्लिकेशन रेट से. यहाँ पे जो बिडिंग होती है वो सीधे रुपीज में होती है. सो देयर इज नो एक्सचेंज रेट फ्लक्चुएशन रिस्क दैट इज ऑन टू द सेलर्स, ऑन टू द बायर्स. वो आप जो भी महीने में ट्रेड करें उस हिसाब से आप रुपीज में अपना प्राइस डिस्कवर कर सकते हैं. आवर आइडिया इज टू डिस्कवर अ प्राइस लोकली फॉर इंडिया which reflects a Indian price as a benchmark price for the entire country. The price discovery model is uniform price, which I will just cover in this slide, but through an example, in fact. But this has ये जो ऊपर टाइटल लिखा है इसमें बहुत सारे फ्रेज लिखे हुए हैं, तो I'll just cover it one by one. Uniform price, double-sided auction mechanism. So uniform price means once the market has discovered a price, it is applicable uniformly to all market participants. So ऐसा नहीं होगा कि अगर एक दिन ट्रेड हो रहा है तो आपको गैस मिल रही है 500 रुपए में, आप के साथ किसी और ने ट्रेड किया, किसी दूसरे बायर ने उसको गैस मिली 450 में, किसी को मिली 550 में। जैसे कि पावर एक्सचेंज में होता है, वंस अ प्राइस इज डिस्कवर्ड इट इज एप्लीकेबल यूनिफॉर्मली टू ऑल बायर्स एंड सेलर्स whose trade is success. Double side auction simply means that both buyers and sellers will submit their bid. It is not just one side, जैसे कि सिंगल साइड ऑक्शन में होता है, जो जनरली प्रोक्योरमेंट के जो टेंडर्स होते हैं उसमें हम L1 को चूज करते हैं, सब लोग बिड करते हैं, या कई बार गैस खरीदने के लिए लोग टेंडर बिड करते हैं जिसमें कि सिर्फ सेलर बिड करते हैं और हम उसमें L1 को चूज करते हैं. बट both side bidding will only make an auction more robust and strong, because आप buyer की expectation भी market में लेके आ रहे हैं, sellers की expectation भी market में लेके आ रहे हैं, और उसके basis पे एक price की discovery होगी. And then we have open or close, which also I will cover just now. So एक ये example है, मान लीजिए दहेज पे हम मंथली कॉन्ट्रैक्ट में ट्रेड कर रहे हैं और हमारे पास 4 बायर्स आए हैं एक्सचेंज पे ABCD, जिनका ये रिक्वायरमेंट है 100 MMBTU, 300, 300, 200, एंड दे हैव दिस प्राइस एक्सपेक्टेशन ऑफ 530, 450, 430 एंड 370. सिमिलरली वी हैव सेल साइड बिड्स आल्सो. ये सारी बिड्स 10 से 12 के बीच में एक्सचेंज पे आएंगी. कोई ट्रेड विल नॉट टेक प्लेस, सिर्फ बिड सिस्टम पे आएंगी. 12 बजे के बाद ये बिड्स के बेसिस पे मैचिंग होगी, विच इज लाइक दिस. तो ये आप देखेंगे पूरा बाय साइड का कर्व है. इसका मतलब ये होता है कि buyer A has submitted a bid for 100 MMBTUs at 530 rupees. So ये volume है 100 MMBTU at a price of 530. Buyer B wants 300 at 450. Now what it means is that cumulative volumes are 400 MMBTU. Why? Because buyer A जो 530 रुपए में गैस खरीदने के लिए रेडी है, वो obviously 450 रुपए में भी खरीदेगा. Similarly, buyer C को अगर 430 रुपए में गैस खरीदनी है तो volumes cumulative हो गए 100, 300, 300, total 700 MMBTU. Why? Because buyer A and B both are also, while they have put a higher bid, they will be happy to purchase gas at 430. And similarly C, जिसपे कि सारे के सारे buyers गैस खरीदने के लिए रेडी हैं. Similarly, ये cumulative sell curve है, और आप देखेंगे typical buy and sell curve, जैसे जैसे प्राइस बढ़ती है डिमांड कम होती है, और जैसे जैसे प्राइस बढ़ती है सेल साइड सप्लाई साइड इंक्रीज होती है. टिपिकल इकोनॉमिक कर्व और बाय एंड सेल साइड कर्व, और इनका जो इंटरसेक्शन पॉइंट है, दिस इज दैट पॉइंट व्हिच विल क्लियर द मैक्सिमम वॉल्यूम्स विद इन ऑल द बिड्स दैट हैव कम टू द एक्सचेंज. सो अगर आप यहां देखेंगे तो इनके इंटरसेक्शन पॉइंट आ रहा है पे 600 MMBTU एट अ प्राइस ऑफ 430 रुपीज. नाउ व्हाट डज इट मीन कि buyer A who had bid a price of 530 rupees, he will also get gas at a price of 430 rupees. Buyer B जिनने 450 रुपए बिड किया था, उनको भी गैस 430 रुपए में अवेलेबल होगी, और buyer C को भी गैस 430 रुपए में अवेलेबल होगी. Buyer D जिनकी प्राइस एक्सपेक्टेशन 370 रुपए थी, sorry, which was lower than the price discovered in the market, that bid will be rejected, because the market ने जो प्राइस डिस्कवर की है वो 430 रुपए की है, which is higher than buyer D's bid. Similarly, on the sell side, seller A को 350 के अगेंस्ट 430 रुपए मिलेंगे गैस बेचने के लिए. सेलर F को भी 370 के सामने 430 रुपए मिलेंगे, सेलर G को भी मिलेंगे, और सेलर H की जो बिड है वो रिजेक्ट हो जाएगी. 430 रुपए पे अगर आप देखेंगे तो हमारे पास 100, 200, 300, यानी टोटल 600 MMBTU अवेलेबल है मार्केट में. तो उसका जो अलोकेशन होगा 100 MMBTU A को जाएगा, 300 MMBTU B को जाएगा, लेकिन 400 हो गए और हमारे पास 600 MMBTU थे, तो सेलर C को, बायर C को सिर्फ 200 MMBTU मिलेंगे, उनको पार्शियल वॉल्यूम्स मिलेगा, पूरा 300 MMBTU नहीं मिलेगा. नाउ जस्ट टू मेंशन कि अब ओपन ऑक्शन में कैसा होगा. ओपन ऑक्शन में क्या होगा, जब आप लॉग इन करेंगे तो आपके सामने दहेज पोर्टल भी दिखेगा, आपको हब, हजीरा हब भी दिखेगा, और केजी बेसन हब भी दिखेगा, और आपको सारे हब्स पे जो सेलर्स ने बिड डाला हुआ है उसमें आपको बेस्ट सेल बिड भी दिखेगी. तो आप अगर देखते हैं कि हाँ आज दहेज पे किसी ने 500 रुपए डाला है, और मान लीजिए केजी बेसिन में किसी ने 400 रुपए डाला है, तो आप अपना ट्रांसपोर्टेशन का एलिमेंट और टैक्सेशन का एलिमेंट ऐड करके ये रियल टाइम बेसिस पे कैलकुलेट कर सकते हैं कि अगर मैंने बिड डाला है और इवन दो केजी बेसिन इज फार अवे, या दहेज और हजीरा में आपका मान लीजिए ट्रांसपोर्टेशन जनरली सेम रहेगा बट कुछ अगर डिफरेंस है, तो भी आप वो कैलकुलेट करके रियल टाइम बेसिस पे देख सकते हैं कि हाँ, it is beneficial for me to purchase gas from this hub because the most competitive gas is being quoted at this hub, which means now, and especially after unified tariff, before unified tariff also this will help, क्योंकि बहुत सारे कंज्यूमर्स ऐसे हैं जिनको दहेज और हजीरा में ट्रांसपोर्टेशन का कोई खास फर्क नहीं पड़ेगा तो वो ये कंपेयर कर सकते हैं कि ओके विद इन दी हब्स मुझे बेस्ट सेल प्राइस कहाँ मिल रहा है, और उसके बेसिस पे आप आपकी बिड एक्सचेंज पे सबमिट कर सकते हैं. दिस विल बी एनोनिमस, आपको वॉल्यूम दिखेगा, प्राइस दिखेगा, बट ऑब्वियसली द आइडेंटिटी विल बी नॉट डिस्क्लोज्ड. This is the risk management that is followed at the exchange. It is something similar to the collaterals or the bank guarantees that buyer pay to the sellers in bilateral segment. Exchange pay, this is collected by the exchange itself. But थोड़ा सा डिफरेंस है. जैसे अगर एक मंथली कॉन्ट्रैक्ट हम लेते हैं, यानी आप 30 दिन के लिए गैस खरीद रहे हैं पूरे मार्च या पूरे अप्रैल के लिए, तो उसकी पूरी ट्रेड वैल्यू का 25% जो मार्जिन है वो आपको एक्सचेंज को देना पड़ेगा. तो 25% ऑफ 30 डेज कॉन्ट्रैक्ट का अगर आप निकालेंगे तो करीब 8 दिन के आसपास आएगा. लेकिन आप बायलैटरल में जो बैंक गारंटी देते हैं वो ऑलमोस्ट 25 से 30 दिन की देते हैं, क्योंकि फोर्टनाइटली बिलिंग होती है 15 दिन की, उसके ऊपर 5-6 दिन का क्रेडिट पीरियड होता है पेमेंट का, उसके ऊपर 5-6 दिन का बफर होता है. तो करीब 25 से 30 दिन की बैंक गारंटी या एलसी आप ओपन करते हैं. एक्सचेंज पे आपको 8 दिन की बीजीए एलसी ओपन करनी पड़ेगी. अगर आप डिलीवर्ड में आते हैं तो हम एक कैश कंपोनेंट भी लेते हैं, विच इज टोटल 40% मार्जिन, उसमें 15% कैश होता है, 25% कैश या नॉन कैश कुछ भी हो सकता है. और ये इसलिए क्योंकि एक्सचेंज को ट्रांसपोर्टर की जो ऑब्लिगेशंस हैं, मान लीजिए शिपर पे, उनको एट ऑल टाइम्स लिक्विड रखना होता है इन केस ऑफ एनी डिफॉल्ट. At exchange, we take margins from buyer also in one form or the another, through bank guarantees, undertakings, or cash in some way. और उसका reason ये है that both buyer and sellers have obligations to supply an offtake, which I will cover in my next slide. ये payment cycle है. Every day, मान लीजिए आपने मार्च के मंथली कॉन्ट्रैक्ट में आप ट्रेड कर रहे हैं, तो 1 मार्च को जो गैस डिलीवर होने वाली है उसका पैसा एक्सचेंज मेंबर से सेटलमेंट अकाउंट से डिडक्ट कर लेगा 1 दिन पहले, यानी 28 फरवरी को. 2 मार्च को जो आपको गैस डिलीवर होने वाली है उसका पैसा एक्सचेंज 1 मार्च को मेंबर से कलेक्ट करेगा. एंड विद इन 2 days, आफ्टर 2 days, दैट मनी विल बी ट्रांसफर्ड टू सेलर्स अकाउंट. नाउ व्हाई 2 days? Because today it takes 1 to 2 days by the sellers and the transporters to confirm the quantity, and without proof of delivery we cannot remit the money in seller's account. So seller ने अगर 1000 MMBTU सिस्टम में डाले हैं और बायर ने रिसीव किए हैं, जब उसकी जॉइंट टिकट या प्रूफ ऑफ डिलीवरी एक्सचेंज के पास आ जाता है, which typically takes 2 days, तो वो 2 दिन के बाद we remit money into the seller's account. So this is how every day the cycle goes on. This is the delivery management. What are the obligations of both buyer and seller at the exchange once the trade has materialized? So as per, we have had a lot of discussion on these aspects with the regulator also, and the regulator was also of the opinion that the obligations should be manageable and at the same time equitable to both buyer and seller. So either if you see the take or pay obligation on the buyer is so the of every 100 MMBTUs 95 MMBTUs are for compulsory consumption. लेकिन अगर आपने 95 से कम कंज्यूम किया, मान लीजिए आपने 90 MMBTUs दिया, तो आपको पूरे 5 MMBTU का पैसा नहीं देना होता है. जो 5 MMBTU है वो शॉर्टफॉल क्वांटिटी या टेक और पे डेफिशिएंसी क्वांटिटी होती है और उसका 20% ट्रेड प्राइस का, दैट इज द अमाउंट व्हिच इज अ फाइनेंशियल ऑब्लिगेशन ऑन द बायर. सो मान लीजिए आपने 0 गैस कंज्यूम की है, तो इसका मतलब ये नहीं है कि आपको टेक और पे जो होता है कि 90% 95% टेक और पे हो गया, आपको पूरे 95 MMBTUs का पैसा देना है. नहीं, 95 MMBTUs is your deficiency quantity if you have consumed 0 volume, and for that 95 में जो जिस ट्रेड प्राइस पे आपने गैस ली उसका 20% is the obligation. Same obligation is applicable to sellers also. 20% of trade price into the shortfall quantity, जो भी वो quantity shortfall करेंगे, and in addition to that transmission charges or ship or pay charges, to put it more appropriately. Why? Because as a buyer आपने CT book की होगी. Once you have booked the CT, in case there is a shortfall by a seller, then not only you have lost on the commodity molecule, but आपने आप पे शायद ship or pay का obligation भी आ जाएगा. तो seller will also have to compensate for the ship or pay charges of the transporter. So this is the typical trade flow. As I mentioned, 10 से 12 के बीच में bidding होती है, 12 से 1 के बीच में matching होती है. Typically by 1:30, the market clearing price and market clearing volumes are calculated and provided to the market. Then we seek pipeline confirmation, whether for the trade that has taken place, the pipeline capacity is available. Once that confirmation is available, then scheduling and the delivery takes place. These are the transaction fees. As I had mentioned earlier, sir, the EXUP transaction, which means अगर आप आपके खुद के GTA में transportation कर रहे हैं, तो आपकी जो EXUP transaction में fall करेगा वो, और आपको exchange की जो fees है, that is 4 rupees per MMBTU. And if it's a delivered transaction, then the transaction fees is 6 rupees per MMBTU. This is just to mention about some of the
विकास
sir.
ये किसी का मैसेज आया कि स्लाइड्स आर नॉट अपडेटिंग. एक बार चेक कर लो आप कौन सी स्लाइड विजिबल है मार्केट को.
I'm on the slide IGX platform.
Yes, it's pretty much visible. It could be possible that the participants' internet may not be working correctly.
Okay, no problem. So we have a market advisory committee, which is basically represented by various gas stakeholders, including GAIL, BPCL, Shell, Petronet LNG, pipeline companies like PIL, GSPCL, various CGD companies, industries, power companies, industrial companies also like glass companies, ceramic companies, and so on. And इसका आइडिया ये, being a transparent platform, हम कुछ भी लॉन्च करते हैं या हम कोई कॉन्ट्रैक्ट में कुछ चेंज करना चाहते हैं, so we will typically bounce it off with the market stakeholders to seek their feedback and to adjust if there are any points which we believe the market wants. For example, अभी जैसे हम open auction feature लाने वाले हैं, so this was discussed with all these market participants in our market advisory committee, and based on that we then formalized our application to PNGRB. Sir, we have almost 15 members, which include GAIL, Petronet, Torrent Power, Adani Gas, AMNS, H Energy, and some of the trading and clearing members also, like Manikaran, GMR, ZAC, Create, Geeta Power, Abja, and APPCL. More than 500 clients, which includes customers across sectors, whether it is CGD, whether it is fertilizer and chemical companies, glass companies, ceramic companies, automobile companies. So participation is across various sectors. we also circulate a gas connect every month, जिसमें कि हम हमारा trading details भी देते हैं. We also touch upon recent updates that have taken place in the market and some authored pieces also from the market participants. We would request either to share your email IDs with us and we can add you to this Gas Connect monthly newsletter. It is a normal free subscription. There are no charges related to it. So we'll be happy to reach out to as many people. It is also available on our website should you wish to download and read it. And we have seen, IHS Market and various other people participating in this newsletter, giving their pieces on related to natural gas. As I mentioned, हमारे market rules and bylaws are also available on IGX website. You can click and download it and read it anytime you want. It will basically cover various aspects that we just covered under the presentation in more detailed manner. These are some of the trades that have taken place at the exchange. Just to give you some idea, and these are the prices at which these trades took place. So some few takeaways from this, if you see participation from various sectors, glass, power, CGD, chemical, resellers. So ऐसा नहीं है कि transactions are limited to one set of customers or another set of customers. They are across segments. You will also see that there are a lot of transactions in the fortnightly and monthly contracts. So most people are finding fortnightly and monthly contracts, preferred contracts for trading. And I have so our most recent trade was, for the deliveries of first fortnight of March. 1 से 15 मार्च की डिलीवरी में जो हमने प्राइस डिस्कवर हुआ था वो 500 रुपए का हुआ था. और I have just prepared a build-up. This will vary from one consumer to another, but I have just tried to build up कि अगर हब पे 500 रुपए की गैस डिस्कवर हुई है तो लैंडेड कॉस्ट एक बायर को कितनी पड़ेगी. As I mentioned, sir, ये एक बायर और दूसरे बायर के बीच में चेंज हो सकता है. आप आपके हिसाब से थोड़ा वैल्यूज इसमें चेंज कर सकते हैं. So if the market clearing price is say 500, I have assumed transportation charges as GAIL Zone 1. This is my assumption. आप कुछ कस्टमर Zone 2 में हो सकते हैं तो आप आपके हिसाब से यहाँ ट्रांसपोर्टेशन चार्ज डाल सकते हैं. This is the GST on transportation. Then tax on natural gas. I have considered 6% Gujarat VAT rate because मैं अभी ये मान रहा हूँ कि ये गैस की अवेलेबिलिटी जो है वो दहेज, हजीरा या अंकोट बेसिकली गुजरात में ही गैस अवेलेबल होगी एंड गुजरात में ही कंज्यूम हो रही है. सो 6% मैंने वैट रेट लिया है. हो सकता है कुछ कंज्यूमर्स के लिए 15% वैट रेट हो तो यहाँ पे उसका थोड़ा सा इम्पैक्ट आ सकता है. देन TCS स्मॉल कॉस्ट. आई हैव अज्यूम्ड एक्सचेंज ट्रांजैक्शन फीस एज 6 रुपीज. मैं ये मान के चल रहा हूँ कि डिलीवर्ड ट्रांजैक्शन है which means a higher transaction fees. I have not considered trader member fees. Why? Because ये एक member और client के बीच में fees decide होता है. So it would be inappropriate for me to comment on this number. But all I can say is that irrespective of what this number is, it will not change your overall feasibility. मतलब ऐसा नहीं होगा कि ये 560 रुपए 600 हो जाएगा या 650. मतलब it will be few rupees here and there and it will not change your overall economics. And then GST on transaction fees. So we see कि overall जो price आ रहा है landed वो around 21 rupees आ रहा है. 560 rupees. मान लीजिए ये आपका ट्रांसपोर्टेशन 19 रुपए नहीं 30 रुपए है या 35 रुपए है तो 15 रुपए के हिसाब से ये 575 हो जाएगा और ये शायद 21 से 22 रुपए से थोड़ा कम कुछ हो जाएगा. सो दिस इज द रेंज. आप आपके एंड पे कैलकुलेशन कर सकते हैं कि मार्च में आपकी डिलीवरीज क्या है या फिर ये ड्यूरेशन में जब ये प्राइस हुई थी इस पीरियड की डिलीवरी के लिए, यानी अक्टूबर में आपने कितने की आपकी प्राइस क्या थी, नवंबर में आपकी प्राइस क्या थी, जनवरी में आपकी प्राइस क्या थी, और आप एक कंपैरिजन कर सकते हैं कि हब पे ये प्राइस है तो डिलीवर्ड बेसिस पे आपकी प्राइस क्या थी, एंड vis-a-vis the prices that were discovered at exchange. Now, one important thing at exchange is that there is participation from all buyers and sellers, and also sellers. So we have sellers who are RLNG sellers, we have sellers who are domestic producers or domestic traders, which means the idea of exchange is not just to discover a price for RLNG again in India. The idea is कि जैसे जैसे domestic gas India में बढ़ रही है, वो domestic gas भी exchange पे आए और हम exchange का एक local price discover करें. The idea is कभी ऐसा हो सकता है कि सिर्फ RLNG और domestic gas थोड़ी कम हो, but the idea is that in a commingled way, one price can be discovered for India. These are some of the key milestones. IGX was launched in June. We saw first major trade in June itself with between a domestic seller and a power company at KG Basin. In September, we saw first CGD company participating, and this was our first delivered transaction. तो यहाँ पे जो हमने आपको बताया कि we do delivered transactions also. So we first did our delivered transaction in September. Then we saw first ever participation from fertilizer stroke chemical and glass companies. We then saw in November domestic sellers participating at Dahej. Previously domestic sellers were available only at KG Basin, but there was some participation even at Dahej. In December, PNGRB authorized us as the first ever gas exchange. And in January, we saw strategic investors joining IGX. And also in January, we have now seen trades happening through two pipelines. So gas was traded and it was transported through two pipelines from the delivery point to the redelivery point or the consumption point. This is the hierarchy at the exchange. We are almost close to end our presentation, just I think one or two more slides, and then we can take up the questions also. So this is the hierarchy at the exchange. Exchange के जो hierarchy में सबसे पहले members आते हैं. They can be proprietary member and trading clearing members. So proprietary member can also trade directly at exchange and trading and clearing member. The difference is कि एक proprietary member can trade for self, which means he has its own requirement either to buy or sell. तो वो अपने account पे trade कर सकते हैं या फिर अपने किसी affiliate या associate के लिए भी exchange पे trade कर सकते हैं. And trading and clearing member is जिनकी खुद की कोई gas की requirement नहीं है, लेकिन वो एक एग्रीगेटर की तरह आते हैं और यू कैन से एज अ ब्रोकर जो बहुत सारे बायर्स के बिहाफ पे एक्सचेंज पे ट्रेड करते हैं. एंड देन देयर आर क्लाइंट्स हु कैन ट्रेड एट एक्सचेंज ईदर थ्रू अ प्रोप्राइटरी मेंबर और थ्रू अ ट्रेडिंग एंड क्लियरिंग मेंबर. सो ये जो भी फीस यहाँ पे लिखी हुई है, दिस इज ऑल फॉर प्रोप्राइटरी एंड ट्रेडिंग एंड क्लियरिंग मेंबर. इफ यू वांट टू जॉइन एक्सचेंज as a client, the only fees applicable is 1 lakh rupees per annum. This is the annual fees, and you can start bidding at the exchange. The documents required are very, very simple and straightforward. We just want one PAN card, your GST certificate, your VAT certificate, and details of your exit point. That's all. And basis which आप transaction exchange पे शुरू कर सकते हैं. The only difference is as a client, अगर आप जैसे ट्रेडिंग एंड क्लियरिंग मेंबर के थ्रू एक्सचेंज पे आ रहे हैं तो ट्रेडिंग एंड क्लियरिंग मेंबर विल चार्ज यू सम मेंबर सर्विस चार्ज व्हिच यू हैव टू डिस्कस विथ योर ट्रेडिंग एंड क्लियरिंग मेंबर. Just to give you, so we have covered the IGX part. the gas exchange operating model. And we have just last 1 or 2 slides on the key regulatory environment or the updates that have taken place. मैं already unified tariff के बारे में we covered that PNGRB has notified a tariff, and the next step will be that the tariff will be implemented by PNGRB based on the data collected, and they will compute the tariff and implement. We do not have a date per se to it, that when it will be implemented, but the regulations are notified regulations. Then we have access code and determination of CGD transportation rate for open access. Basically, as and when PNGRB CGDs को marketing exclusivity end करेंगे, then what will be the mechanism through which buyers within a CGD network can purchase gas outside of CGD that is covered by the access code. And we also have imbalance management. This is very important. So under imbalance management, PNGRB has come out with certain regulations related to parking, lending, netting, trading. And parking provision is that based on your discussions with the transporter, if transporter can technically do that, the gas can be parked in the pipeline with a systematic plan to offtake it at a later date. Now this gives a lot of flexibility to the buyers, क्योंकि आप आपके टेक और पे वगैरह से इससे बच सकते हैं. दी मैक्सिमम चार्ज एप्लीकेबल जो PNGRB ने बताया वो लगभग 10 रुपए पर MMBTU है, which means at that cost or at a cost lower than that, depending upon transporter क्या कॉस्ट उस पर डिफाइन करते हैं, आप आपका गैस सिस्टम में लीव कर सकते हैं. मान लीजिए आपका शटडाउन हो गया, आप ट्रांसपोर्टर से बात करके यू कैन इन अ प्लान्ड वे पुट दैट पार्क दैट गैस इनटू द पाइपलाइन एंड दैट कंज्यूम इट एट अ लेटर डेट. So key benefits at IGX, just to summarize what we have covered over the presentation, is flexibility of contracts from 1 day to 1 month. आज हम डेली कॉन्ट्रैक्ट के लिए हमको 3 दिन चाहिए, लेकिन as I mentioned, PNGRB is looking how to reduce these 3 days to a few hours, which means आप अभी ट्रेड करेंगे और आपको कल डिलीवरी होनी चाहिए, या आप सुबह ट्रेड करेंगे और शाम को डिलीवरी होनी चाहिए. Even these things are being evaluated as to how they can be put into or implemented. Standardized contracts, no differential treatment, no contract, no buyer, no seller is trading under different contracts. It is same standard terms and conditions. Delivered transactions, you just have one interface, Indian Gas Exchange. No foreign currency risk to you. There is also a provision of single side auction that we are working upon. But as of now, as I mentioned, it is more double side auction. Gas available at a competitive rate and at a uniform price. So it is not that one buyer is getting gas at a different price, the other is getting at a different price. It's a uniform price discovery. And more importantly, as I mentioned, a buyer who has submitted his price at the exchange acts as its ceiling price. मान लीजिए आपने 500 रुपए की बिड डाली है, तो आपको गैस प्राइस या तो 500 रुपए पे मिलेगी या उससे कम प्राइस पे मिलेगी अगर आपकी बिड सक्सेस होती है. एंड the ability to source gas from your desired hub. We also believe there are some of the enablers which will make the exchange more effective for the consumers and the sellers. One is the system operator, which you are already aware has been announced under the budget 2021 by our Honorable Finance Minister. We also have require uniform taxation, because sometimes there is a tax arbitrage. Some players could have an advantage by way of different taxations. So GST will make it absolutely equitable for all the market participants. And very recently, even our Prime Minister, Honorable Prime Minister announced that they are evaluating and the possibility of bringing natural gas under GST, which will be a major step for not only gas markets but for also gas exchange. Imbalance management. just to put a brief, today what happens, a shipper is responsible for both the imbalances or the deviations at the entry and the exit point. However, there is, if we look at power sector, the entry point and the exit points are differentiated. The obligation to supply gas into the system at the entry point is with the seller. So if seller is defaulting, any deviations related to it could be applicable only to the seller. Similarly, on the buy side, exit point के obligations buyer पे हो. So this will make this जो shipper वाला concept है, that can actually be broken into the deviation concept at the entry and the exit point. Transportation tariff realization, we have already seen a two-zone tariff. If it becomes entry or exit tariff, then we will have one price for the entire country. We need not have multiple hubs. We can have just one hub at IGX. And of course, separation of transportation and marketing activities so as to provide a level playing field to all market participants. Sir, I think we have covered most of the things. These are some points which we are now taking forward, which are launch of new hubs, open auction trade, long duration contracts, and unified tariff as and when PNGRB announces, and participation of CGD as and when PNGRB declares end of exclusivity period. So I think we have covered most of the things, and we can take the questions or any queries that may be there, sir.
Thank you very much. Indeed, a very detailed presentation. There are questions in the chat box. You may ask.
Sure.
Answer them. Also, may I request the participants, you can now unmute yourself, and if you have a question apart from this, you can ask one by one, please.
So, Paresh ji, hello, Dave sir. Is it okay if the questions that are already in the chat box, I take them?
Yeah, you can take up those questions.
Okay, sir. So,
because just only one before you start, what is the overall future plan for linking IGX and IEX? Can we start buying gas and trading power in IEX?
Yes.
When it will happen?
Can I know your name? That's a very important question. We are already working on it.
Yeah, I know. This is Balaji from GMR.
Okay, hello Balaji.
Hi.
Sir, just to mention, we are already discussing internally. In fact, हमने सर अभी मैंने शेयर किया था market advisory committee. हमने उसमें भी ये discuss किया that how IGX and IEX can be linked. So one key thing is that the gas exchange regulation already envisages this. So if you look at the sub-regulation 6 of gas exchange regulation, it says that a gas exchange can do market coupling or link with any other exchange if it is required. Now, for that, one of the key things is that both the exchange will have to operate in tandem. For example, मान लीजिए आपने गैस IGX में एक बिड डाला और आपने IEX में भी एक बिड डाला. IGX में आपका बिड सेलेक्ट हो गया लेकिन IEX में रिजेक्ट हो गया. Now, as an entity, you will then be left with a take or pay obligation क्योंकि आपका IGX का bid success हो गया. If vice versa happens, then you will have an obligation to supply power, but you will not get any gas at IGX. So the exchanges will have to work in tandem so that either your bid gets accepted at both the exchanges or gets rejected at both the exchanges. So that is the main point that where we are working. We will shortly be forming a subgroup along with market participants in power sector, IGX representative, and also IEX representative. And Balaji Saab, we would love to have your participation in that subgroup committee so as to see how effectively we can couple both the exchanges.
Yeah, Balaji, I just want to add what Vikas said. As he confirmed that we are working on a, you can say, a spread contract between electricity and natural gas. So one thing is there ki both the contract duration has to be inclined, and both the trade confirmation has to be at the same time. So bringing our commodities experience, one I would say requirement is at least one contract should be liquid on any of the exchange. So maybe IEX also launches a say 15-day contract, and that contract really picks up and gets the desired liquidity. So based on that contract, the common thread, that is the member who is having a membership of say IGX also and IEX also, based on that liquidity, they can put a price on IGX. So based on a liquid contract, in a illiquid contract, the price signals would be generated, and first trade would happen on the less liquid one. Suppose electricity contracts becomes liquid, based on that IGX bidding starts, and if IGX contract is traded, and then that algo system would automatically take a market order on the IEX. So like that, both the trades can happen at the same time. But I would say the initial requirement is there that at least one contract, either on IGX or on the IEX platform, should be liquid. Then definitely the spread contract has a huge scope going forward.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Sir, first question is from Mr. Sushil Gaur. When unified tariff is likely to come in effect? Sir, I think this question could be more appropriately answered by the regulator. All of us are aware of the steps that the regulations have been notified. And then the second step is to seek data from the transporters. And when the quorum is complete, I think the unified tariff should be notified.
And along with you, we are also very eagerly waiting for this implementation. So this would be a big game changer for IGX. That's the reason we are moving from closed bid method to an open bid method. Yeah, because you can take next.
Sir, next question is.
Somebody had a question with that.
Yes, sir. See, next question is from Mr. Pankaj Kumar. Will it comes under capacity tranche? I think ये question. Pankaj ji, sorry. Hello. Hello, Pankaj sir. सर आपका क्वेश्चन थोड़ा रिपीट कर सकते हैं?
सर ये जो कॉन्ट्रैक्ट होंगे ये क्या कैपेसिटी ट्रांस के अंदर आएंगे? सिटी के मतलब इसमें सिटी एग्रीमेंट होगा या कोई और, जैसे नॉर्मली आईएलएनजी लेते हैं तो वो स्पॉट एग्रीमेंट में आते हैं ना, तो ये सिटी में आएंगे या किसी और एग्रीमेंट के अंतर्गत आएंगे?
सर, मैं आपको समझ पा रहा हूँ तो बेसिकली आप जब ट्रेड कर लेंगे और आपका ट्रेड मैच हो जाएगा, उसके बाद आप ट्रांसपोर्टर के यहाँ सिटी कैपेसिटी ट्रांस बुक करेंगे ट्रांसपोर्टेशन के लिए। जी
ओके। और सर जो नॉर्मली जैसे अगर मान लीजिए कोई जो वेंडर है, अगर मान लीजिए कोई परचेज करता है, कोई जैसे एज ए सेलर अगर मैं गैस परचेज करता हूँ, ठीक है, तो नॉर्मली वो ऑडिट में आती है ना कि आपका जैसे कि कोई एग्रीमेंट टाइप होता है ना, एग्रीमेंट की क्या नाम है, आपके कोटेशन वगैरह, तो ऐसा कुछ होता है क्या आईजीएक्स में कि मान लीजिए इस ड्यूरेशन के लिए आपका रेट इसी के बीच में रहेगा, इससे ज्यादा नहीं होगा, वो एज ए ऑडिट पॉइंट ऑफ व्यू से?
हाँ जी सर, जो वो सारे जो टर्म्स एंड कंडीशंस हैं वो हमारे रूल्स में, मार्केट रूल्स में लिखे हुए हैं, जो हमारे वेबसाइट पे अवेलेबल है। ये डॉक्यूमेंट्स को साइन करने की जरूरत नहीं होती है सर, क्योंकि ये जो डॉक्यूमेंट्स हैं ये रेगुलेटर अप्रूव्ड है और हमारे वेबसाइट पे अवेलेबल है। जब आप ज्वाइन करते हैं तो आप हमको एक डॉक्यूमेंट साइन करके बस देते हैं, जो आपका रजिस्ट्रेशन फॉर्म रहता है कि आप सारे रूल्स एंड कंडीशंस को अवॉइड करेंगे। बट हर ट्रांजैक्शन के लिए एक एग्रीमेंट साइन करना पड़े हमको, जो हम बायलैटरल में करते हैं, बार बार जीएसए साइन करते हैं 15 दिन के लिए, 1 महीने के लिए, वो सब हमको यहाँ करने की जरूरत नहीं है। आप मान लीजिए आज हम बात कर रहे हैं और आप बोल रहे हैं कि मेरे को 16 मार्च से 31 मार्च के लिए गैस खरीदना। अगर आप क्लाइंट की तरह रजिस्टर्ड है वन टाइम, दैट इज वन टाइम रजिस्ट्रेशन, तो आप सीधे कल सुबह 10 से 12 के बीच में आपका ट्रेड बिड डाल सकते हैं सिस्टम पे, और कोई डॉक्यूमेंटेशन साइनिंग वगैरह की रिक्वायरमेंट नहीं रहती।
और सेकंड पार्ट जो आप पूछ रहे हैं प्राइस का, तो उसके लिए आपको जो आपने कॉन्ट्रैक्ट सिलेक्ट किया है, सपोज आपने फोर्टनाइटली कॉन्ट्रैक्ट सिलेक्ट किया है और आपने प्राइस ट्रेड किया है से 500 रुपए का, तो 500 रुपए का जो प्राइस है वो आपको 15 के 15 दिन एप्लीकेबल है। तो हर दिन प्राइस अलग नहीं आएगा। तो आपने महीने मंथली कॉन्ट्रैक्ट में ट्रेड किया और प्राइस डिस्कवरी 500 की हुई है, तो पूरे महीने का प्राइस जो आपके लिए 500 बन गया। तो हर रोज नया प्राइस नहीं आएगा आपके लिए।
Sir, next question is, can you email me the PPT? Yes, sir. हम ये PPT जो है, अगर हमारे पास email IDs होंगे, नहीं तो हम FGI के साथ भी शेयर कर सकते हैं।
विकास में भी दवे जी के साथ अगर वो एग्री करें तो we can place our presentation on their website if they permit. We can have a discussion with Dave ji. Otherwise, we can share with Dave ji and he can circulate further.
Yeah, definitely. We will, at the end of the session or maybe by tomorrow latest, we will send the PPT to all the participants.
ठीक है।
Sir, एक क्वेश्चन है, व्हाट इज डिफरेंस बिटवीन मेंबर्स एंड क्लाइंट्स फ्रॉम श्री कार्तिक इन्वेस्टेक? आई थिंक हमने ये पॉइंट ऑलरेडी कवर कर लिया है। एक्सचेंज हायरार्की में एक्सचेंज के नीचे मेंबर्स और फिर क्लाइंट्स। सो मेंबर्स को रेगुलेट, एक्सचेंज रेगुलेट्स द मेंबर्स एंड मेंबर्स इन टर्न देन रेगुलेट देयर क्लाइंट्स। Members are brokers and clients are actual users, that is buyer sellers. Sir, members can also be buyer and seller. जैसे एक एग्जांपल गेल इंडिया है, they are a member and they are seller. आप भी डायरेक्टली मेंबर बन सकते हैं, लेकिन if your say requirement is relatively small and you want to start immediately trading, you can become a client. एंड एज एंड व्हेन आपकी परचेज की क्वांटिटीज बढ़ती जाती हैं, मान लीजिए आप कंसिस्टेंट बेसिस पे 4000 5000 MMBTU खरीद रहे हैं, या आपको लग रहा है कि हाँ मेरा कंसिस्टेंट है, देन ऑन एनी डे आप क्लाइंट से मेंबर you can become, but for a immediate this thing you can very easily become a client because the members have to ensure a lot of regulatory setup, follow a regulatory framework with the exchange. So to that extent, becoming a client with a member could be beneficial to you. Mr. Dhara Trivedi has a query related to what about density? Density of, if Mr. Trivedi can elaborate a little bit, if he is part of the session. Okay, मैं अपनी तरफ से आंसर कर देता हूँ. Basically, exchange पे जो trade होगा और जो gas available होगी, the pipeline infrastructure and the physical infrastructure will not undergo any change. It will remain the same through which you are currently sourcing gas. That will not undergo any change. So gas will continue to come to you in a commingled way, the way it is, the way currently you are off-taking gas at your exit point. Next question is from Balaji from GMR on how about gas being traded from Gujarat and sale to AP? Will it attract a CST of 2%? It will be a CST transaction while we are not complete tax expert right now. I mean in this forum from IGX, but 2% CST तो तब हो पाएगा अगर आप C form issue कर सकते हैं. In the latest 2021 budget finance bill, the C form related transactions पे कुछ changes भी हुए हैं as to who all can issue C form now. The scope we believe has been somewhat limited, so we will have to look at that as to who is the buyer, who is the seller. अगर गैस AP से गुजरात आ रही है या interstate transaction हो रहा है तो. Sir, the next question is, our factory is in Jhagadia GIDC. We are at present purchasing natural gas from Gujarat Gas Limited through their pipeline. Please help understand how we can use IGX. Matang ji, अभी जो CGDs हैं, उनका सारा regulations और framework notify हो चुका है by the regulator PNGRB, but CGD per se has not yet been classified as a marketing open access CGD. जो PNGRB over a period of time करेंगे. As and when वो एक CGD को open access में लेके आएंगे, उस समय आप exchange से gas purchase कर सकते हैं based on the open access terms and conditions. वो regulations जो हैं, अगर आप वो देखना चाहते हैं तो वो PNGRB की website में available है कि open access में आप कैसे एक access arrangement में enter करेंगे CGD कंपनी के साथ और फिर गैस हब से CGS पे आएगी और फिर CGS से आपके कंजम्पशन पॉइंट तक आएगी. उसमें कुछ कंडीशंस एप्लीकेबल होंगी बिकॉज you will be using the transportation network of the city gas company, so you will have to pay them and enter into an arrangement with them, and then you can participate at IGX for trading gas. But the first step is whenever a CGD comes under open access or has been notified under open access by the regulator. Is there any criteria to gauge transmission losses calculations? Mr. Avinash Shirsar. Avinash ji, the entire transaction and the physical flow will remain exactly the same as it happens when you purchase gas bilaterally. यानी अगर आपके GTA में transportation charges के साथ जो भी provisions applicable होते हैं, वो same provisions applicable on a non-discriminatory manner applicable होंगे यदि आप IGX से भी gas खरीदते हैं. तो there is no difference in such parameters whether you purchase gas from IGX or bilaterally.
Thank you.
Okay, Avinash. Mr. Krishna, okay. Mr. Amardeep Singh from JSW, where do we mention the calorific value of gas in trading? Does it remain the same or is there any change? So one thing that the obligations and the price are both on MMBTU basis. Sorry, the question is, where do we mention the calorific value of gas in trading? Does it remain same? So the price discovery is in rupees per MMBTU, which means it is on energy basis and not on volume basis. So if there is any change in calorific value, and that will get adjusted in the price. That is one. The second is, as I mentioned, यदि आपने दहेज अब से गैस ली है, तो हमने हमारे रूल्स में ये मैंडेटरी किया हुआ है कि PNGRB के जो स्पेक्स हैं, जो उन्होंने एक्सेस कोड में डिफाइन किए हुए हैं, वो स्पेक्स और ट्रांसपोर्टर जो PNGRB के एक्सेस कोड के स्पेक्स है, वो सब सेलर को मानने पड़ेंगे और उस स्पेक्स के बेसिस पे आप गैस सप्लाई कर सकते हो एक्सचेंज पे. सो the gas will continue to reach your plant in a commingled manner. आप चाहे एक्सचेंज से गैस खरीदें या आप किसी बायलैटरल में GSA करके गैस खरीदें. The same seller, मान लीजिए आपने दहेज से गैस खरीदा है, the same seller could be supplying gas to exchange also and bilaterally also to his own plant or to some of his other consumers also. So it will not undergo, the quality will not undergo change just by virtue of it being supplied at exchange.
Understood, sir.
Ji Amardeep ji.
Yes, understood.
Okay, okay, sir. Thank you. Sir, there is a question from Mr. Sri Karthik ji. Can you talk a bit about the status of the infrastructure development, terminals and gas pipeline? is the grid as efficient as electricity grid in terms of reach? So it is a big topic. We can take another half an hour to discuss this, but very briefly, I think has been a lot of focus by the government and by the industry players themselves on the overall gas sector and its infrastructure. The pipelines, you might be aware, several pipelines are either partially commissioned or under the final stages of commissioning, whether it is GAIL's Jagdishpur Haldia Bokaro Dhamra pipeline, Kochi Mangalore has been recently commissioned. The pipeline from Ennore terminal to the southern part of the India is also under construction and should be commissioned shortly. We have also seen the RLNG terminals. Today we have close to 40 million tons of RLNG terminal capacity, and almost 50% of additional capacity is expected to come up in next 1 to 2 years additional. And CGD infrastructure, you are already aware, with 9th and 10th round conclusion, almost 70% of the population is covered under CGD. Yes, the ramp up will take time because these are very recently awarded CGDs. And with 11th round, even more districts will get covered under CGD. One question is from iPhone. Domestic gas price is government regulated. How do you trade that? There are both domestic gas which have marketing freedom. So gas that is traded on exchange has marketing and pricing freedom. So they can price their gas and they are not governed by the GUI formula under which the price is $1.79 per MMBTU right now. So that gas does not get traded at exchange. The domestic producers who have marketing and pricing freedom trade gas on the exchange. What are the key enablers for increasing trade volumes at exchange? We did cover that as part of our presentation. Sir, I am slightly going faster because I am conscious about the time also. So I am, covering the questions a bit more swiftly. Can we get a copy of presentation? Absolutely, sir. Any plan to introduce paper trading derivative instruments? Maybe Deepak sir would like to answer this query.
Going forward, definitely we do have plans. Once our price, what price we would be discovering, once it gains the acceptability in the market, we would definitely launch a derivative contract. You can just take the example of IEX. Recently, they have entered into a MOU with the MCX, where MCX would be launching a futures contract, electricity futures contract that would be based on spot prices discovered by IEX. So maybe going forward, either IGX can launch a separate entity to launch a futures contract, or maybe we can have a similar arrangement with any of the commodity exchanges once we start achieving that price acceptability in the market. Yes, we do have plans. Yeah.
Sir,
दवे जी आप बता दीजिएगा जब हमको फुल स्टॉप करना है, तो आप या तो जिनकी क्वेरीज अगर रह जाती हैं तो आप हमारे को मेल कर दीजिए, हम लोग कोशिश करेंगे आज या कल में ही सबको एक एक करके रिप्लाई कर सकते हैं. बाकी
sure. We can still take up questions for at least about 5
आप जब बोलेंगे सर आप हम तब रुक जाएंगे, हम तो बैठे हैं शाम तक सर.
Yeah, please continue.
Sir, we have a question from Mr. Anil Mistry. We have agreement contract for MGO with Charottar gas suppliers. So how is it possible to trade? Sir, इसमें जैसा मैंने आपको बताया, जैसे जैसे अगर आप CGD नेटवर्क से कनेक्टेड है, तो जैसे जैसे PNGRB CGD कंपनीज को ओपन एक्सेस में लेके आएंगे, उसके बाद आप गैस बाहर से परचेज कर सकते हैं. Till that time, as per the regulations, CGD companies have a marketing exclusivity, and you will continue to purchase gas from them as and when open access is notified. you will have an option to purchase gas based on the access arrangement and the open access regulations.
विकास जस्ट वांट टू ऐड, अगर हम लोग कनेक्टिविटी को एक साइड में रखें कि अगर आप सीजीडी से कनेक्टेड हैं या मेन ग्रिड से कनेक्टेड हैं, उसको अगर हम लोग साइड में रख के कॉन्ट्रैक्ट के प्रोविजंस की बात करें, तो जो आप एमजीक्यू की बात कर रहे हैं, मिनिमम ऑफटेक की या मिनिमम गारंटेड क्वांटिटी की, उसमें जो मिनिमम के ऊपर है वो एटलीस्ट आप एक्सचेंज पे लेके आ सकते हैं टू स्टार्ट विद। मे बी सपोज अभी एमजीक्यू आपका 80% है, तो 20% मतलब फ्लेक्सिबिलिटी आपके पास है, और आप जीएसए में जो आपको प्राइस पड़ रहा है उससे कम आप आईजीएक्स में कोट करिए, और जो भी वो 20% की ब्रैकेट है वो सस्ती अगर आईजीएक्स से मिलती है, तो हम लोग तो यही सजेस्ट करेंगे कि एग्जिस्टिंग जीएसए में भी आपके पास बैलेंस वाली क्वांटिटी का प्रोविजन हमेशा है। तो मे बी यू कैन स्टार्ट विद स्मॉल वॉल्यूम, यू कैन टेस्ट कि इस पूरा स्ट्रक्चर कैसे आईजीएक्स का काम करता है, एंड मे बी वंस यू गेट दैट कंफर्ट, और जब फिर आप रिन्यू करते हैं कॉन्ट्रैक्ट, तब मे बी यू कैन आस्क फॉर मोर फ्लेक्सिबल एमजीक्यू क्वांटिटी। तो ऐसे करके आप स्टार्ट जरूर कर सकते हैं आईजीएक्स पे।
Mr. Sumit Soni is requesting for presentation. Sir, we will surely share that. Mr. Sudhir Kumar Shrivastava. Okay. Is there any other exchange of IGX like IEX? Yes, sir. IGX is a subsidiary of IEX.
गैस एक्सचेंज कोई नहीं है, और अभी हम लोग हैं खाली जिनको ऑथराइजेशन मिला है।
Sir, then we have a question from Mr. Sher Singh Rathore. If X company is having GSA, GTA agreement with Gujarat Gas or Adani Gas, and if we purchase gas from Dahej Hazira Hub, how will he get supply or rate difference? So I think we've already answered that. Deepak sir also elaborated that. So we will move forward. Mr. Hardik Pandey is requesting presentation. We will do that, sir. What will be the calorific value? We have already explained, sir. It is in commingled form. Just by virtue of gas being traded at exchange will not change the physical parameters of the gas being delivered to you. Our factory is at Dahej. We are presently associated with GGL. I believe it is Gujarat Gas Limited through pipeline. How can we trade use at IGX? Sir, Trivedi Saab, I think we've answered this question. So we'll move forward, sir. Will gas be transported only through pipeline or can use truck also? Sir, gas can be moved through trucks also, but at exchange, the basic prerequisite is that आप pipeline network से connected होने चाहिए, और जो ट्रक से मूवमेंट होगा, जैसे हम आगे जाके LNG के कॉन्ट्रैक्ट्स भी लॉन्च करेंगे, जो LNG ट्रक से ट्रांसपोर्ट होता है, नॉट दी CGD हाई प्रेशर CNG हाई प्रेशर ट्रक्स, तो उसके सेपरेट कॉन्ट्रैक्ट्स होंगे। बट आज अगर आप ट्रेड करना चाहते हैं तो आपको पाइपलाइन से कनेक्टिविटी होना जरूरी है, क्योंकि हम जो हब्स पे गैस ट्रेड कर रहे हैं वो नेचुरल गैस फॉर्म में पाइपलाइन में फ्लो कर रही है। उसको ट्रकिंग की फैसिलिटी और एडिशनल कॉस्ट वगैरह वो कॉन्ट्रैक्ट्स अभी हमारे यहाँ अवेलेबल नहीं है। What about quality of gas? I think we have answered this, sir. Our rules approved by PNGRB mention the specs as per the access regulations of PNGRB. The initiatives. Mr. Sudhir Kumar ji, you can connect with any one of us in our team at IGX. Mr. Pankaj Bhayana, informative session covering all aspects. Thank you, Mr. Bhayana ji. Mr. Presh, as a client, can I buy directly from exchange or through members only? Sir, you will buy gas from exchange only, which means your bid will come on the exchange. A seller will be matched with you. Seller आपको invoice भी raise करेगा. Transporter भी सीधे आपके नाम पे invoice raise करेगा. सिर्फ फर्क ये होगा कि आपका जो पेमेंट साइकिल है वो एक्सचेंज पे मेंबर के थ्रू होगा, यानी हम मेंबर से पैसा लेंगे और आप मेंबर को पैसा देंगे, लेकिन इनवॉइसिंग ये डायरेक्टली आपका जो है वो सेलर आपके नाम पे करेगा। एक्सचेंज की रिपोर्ट्स हम मेंबर को देंगे, मेंबर आपको फॉरवर्ड करेंगे, बट जो पेमेंट का इंटरफेस है, जो सिक्योरिटी और मार्जिन का इंटरफेस है, वो मेंबर्स और क्लाइंट के बीच में रहेगा और एक्सचेंज और मेंबर के बीच में रहेगा, बट ट्रेडिंग आपकी एक्सचेंज पे ही हो रही है। How will I come to know whether my connection now in CGD is in open access or not? Mr. Krishna, it will PNGRB will follow a process. आप वो अपने वेबसाइट पे भी होस्ट करेंगे, so you will come to know regarding this. Mr. Hitesh Kukreja, we are based in Ankleshwar and existing footprints are through GGL. How do we get connected through IGX? Sir, we have already answered this question. Mr. R. Krishna, whom could I meet regarding to know more about this work? My name is Mr. Krishna from Coromandel International. Krishna ji, I will leave my number. My colleagues have already left their numbers in the chat box, and you can connect with any one of us anytime, and we can schedule a specific session for you in case there are any queries. GAIL, ONGC, Adani Gas and Torrent Gas have recently bought stakes in the gas exchange. How does it help the strategic investors? Will it result to any conflict as the strategic investors will also be trading on the exchange? Conflict of interest. This is question from Mr. Pratim from IHS Market. Good that this question has been raised so that we can answer this to the entire forum. I think if we look at the gas exchange regulations closely, they have been drafted in a very thoughtful manner. 5% equity is an equity at the gas exchange. It does not entitle any member who has taken the equity to be present on the board of the Indian Gas Exchange. Number one. Number two, the non-independent directors at the gas exchange will always be equal to or more than, not less than, the shareholder directors at exchange to ensure the independence of the exchange. And some of the objectives laid out in the regulations have been drafted in a careful manner where despite having an equity, the exchange continues to operate in a very, very independent and a transparent manner. Separately, all the committees such as market surveillance, risk management, SGF, all such committees are to be headed by the independent directors, and these committees will send reports periodically, submit reports periodically to PNGRB as per the gas exchange regulations. So we do not see, in fact, any exchange is a platform for a voluntary participation, and the existing market participants should be joining these exchanges because they can contribute towards the development of the gas marketplace. As the market develops and grows, it is all these individuals, entities, or the participants who will benefit, and not just the exchange.
And maybe because you can add their investment has been capped to 5%, so they cannot go beyond 5%.
Yes.
If
yes.
they are member of IGX, they cannot hold more than 5%.
Sir, one question is from Mr. Sumit Soni. What is the time period of an every trade? Sir, on the delivery side, the time period is the duration of delivery is 1 day to 1 month, and soon we will be launching 3 month and 6 month. And on the trading side, the trading window is for 2 hours, so you can submit your bid, and after the trading hours of 10 to 12, by 1 o'clock or 2 o'clock, you will come to know whether your trade is success or not. यानी सेम डे 2 से 3 घंटे के अंदर आपको पता चल जाएगा कि आपको गैस ट्रेड में सक्सेस हुआ है कि नहीं हुआ.
विकास, मे बी जो बैलेंस बचे हैं तो दवे जी हमारे साथ शेयर कर लेंगे ईमेल आईडी के साथ, तो हम लोग इंडिविजुअली रिस्पॉन्ड कर देंगे सबको. तो मे बी वी कैन गो बैक टू दवे जी.
Sure, sir.
Thank you very much, both the speakers. Indeed, a fantastic session. So I would, would want to deliver the vote of thanks, followed by the national anthem. Thanks to our esteemed guest speakers today, Mr. Deepak Mehta, the Head of Business Development, IGX, and Mr. Vikas Guliani, Vice President, Business Development and Regulatory Affairs. The esteemed participants, ladies and gentlemen, I have the proud privilege to propose a vote of thanks on behalf of Federation of Gujarat Industries to Mr. Mehta and Mr. Guliani for this fantastic presentation and answering all the queries of the participation of all the participants. For the unresolved, unanswered queries, we will get back to you in person very soon. Also, we would send the presentations once we receive. That can be sent by latest by tomorrow. I'm sure that based on the deliberations and the presentation held today during the webinar, the participants were able to gather knowledge on how to source gas through the IGX platform. And I would thank all the participants present in this webinar to make this grand success. Before we end meeting, I would request everyone to rise above for the national anthem, please. Thank you.
Thank you, Daveji, Chawlaji, for the opportunity. We look forward to many more webinars with FGI going forward.
Same here.
जनगण मन अधिनायक जय हे भारत भाग्य विधाता पंजाब सिंध गुजरात मराठा द्राविड उत्कल बंगा विंध्य हिमाचल यमुना गंगा उच्चल जलधि तरंगा तव शुभ नामे जागे तव शुभ आशीष मागे गाहे तव जय गाथा जन गण मंगलदायक जय हे भारत भाग्य विधाता जय हे जय हे जय हे जय 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 हे।
Thank you. Thank you, everyone. Thank you for joining. I hope all of us enjoyed the session, and we look forward to many more interactions. As mentioned by Mr. Mehta and Mr. Guliani, if you have any questions, you can write to us. We will compile the list of questions and get back to you with all the possible answers. Also, we will send you the presentation latest by tomorrow. Thank you very much once again. Thanks.
Thank you,
Thank you,
Daveji.
Prema sir.
Thank you, Mr. Dave. You have really conducted this session in a very, very professional manner, and absolutely no glitches. It just went very smoothly. Thank you for all your help in conducting this and allowing us to connect with your esteemed members again. Thank you. Thank you very much, sir.
Absolutely, our pleasure, and FGI is really thankful, and we look forward for many other interactions.
Okay,
Thank you, sir.
thank you.
Thank you.
Thanks, Daveji. Bye-bye.